My name is Alison Crabb from the Culture Unit of the European Commission. So I can really echo what Chris has said as concerns the open method of coordination. It is a theme on which some confusion reigns, I think. That has been obvious from some of your comments. And it's not a very easy concept to put across. So, of course, we've tried to do that in the communication. You can find a couple of pages of explanation in the communication. But a key concern definitely is transparency and sharing the information. So I would try to lay to rest the fears expressed by the colleague there from ARD on debate behind closed doors. That's certainly not the intention of the open method of coordination. It's rather the opposite, really. So when is it used? As we explained in the communication, it's used in fields like education, youth, and possibly in future culture, where at European level there is no legislative competence. So the member states, of course, do not come together to legislate on these areas, but they can come together, and we hope that they will come together, to discuss policy exchanges, to share best practices, and to draw conclusions from those discussions, possibly to legislate at national level. That, of course, is member states' prerogative and affair in this business, but certainly not to legislate at European level. I think one good example, the open method of coordination, has been going on for some time in the field of education, and on the issue of key competences, which many of you will be familiar with. This is the way that the key competences discussion was structured, and that member states, governments came to agreement on what should be their objectives and common European objectives concerning the key competences. How they are reached is a matter for national governments to decide. So I would certainly try to reassure you on the issue of transparency, transparent debate. The existence of this forum, of course, is a first step at European level in that direction. In the open method of coordination, we also strongly encourage at national level, national governments, to work together with civil society and with experts in the field to work as transparently as possible. And a pragmatic example is that the outputs of expert groups, the so-called clusters who work on specific themes in this method, are all published on European website, on the Commission's website. So there is nothing secret to that extent about the conclusions which are reached. So it's not a very easy concept to put across. I'm fully aware of that, but I would certainly reassure you on the issue of transparency that it is not at all the intention that discussion should be going on behind closed doors. It's quite the opposite, and the existence at European level of this forum is, I think, a step in that direction.